Hi everyone, it's Amanda. I'm in the apple orchard right now, and I'll show you all the rows of apples here. Now, apple trees are not the largest growing trees, but they produce some of the most abundant fruit for their trees. Tons and tons of fruit. Now, why is that? A, deep root systems. B, they're made to produce a lot of fruit. You'll know them by their fruit. So see, you'll know a red delicious tree from a Cortland tree because you'll know them by the type of fruit they're producing. And here's the rows and rows of orchards. So if you think about this being people for a minute, rows and rows of people, imagine God's people producing all of this fruit that then gets poured into others. Because what do? We take the apple right here, right? We take the apple off the tree and we consume it. And it gives us nourishment. So imagine if all these rows are God's people producing all of the most amazing fruit for His kingdom and for His glory and for His purposes. So in these days, we should be known by our fruits. We truly should be known by our fruits and what we're producing for the kingdom, because it benefits others so incredibly in so many ways. And look at this tree right here as an example. Look how filled with fruit this tree is. Look at all the people that will benefit off of all the fruit from this tree. Because this tree, it took a while to grow and cultivate its fruit. And then when it was ready, right? Then when it was ready, so many people now get to enjoy and be nourished by this fruit. Not only people, but animals, because you have deer that come into the orchard and eat, and other animals. And this is how we should be. We should be producing the most glorious fruit for the kingdom, where others are being fed off of it in whatever way God has called you, in whatever purpose He's called you. We should be producing that fruit for His kingdom and for His glory. And it's so beautiful here in the orchard. And I just imagine each one of these as a person with the deep root system. They shall be like streams of, right? By streams of living water. Psalm 1:1, isn't it? Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the way where sinners walk, nor sits in the seat of the scornful, but their delight shall be in the law of the Lord, and on His law they shall meditate day and night. They shall be like trees planted by rivers of living water, who brings forth its fruit in season, whose leaves shall not wither, and whatever they do shall prosper. Look at all of these apple trees prospering. All of these apple trees are prospering. You know why? Because they're doing what they were called to do. They're producing what they were called to produce. They are doing it, and that's why they do it so well, because they're not trying to be pear trees, they're trying to be apple trees. And if all of God's people did what God called them to do, the world would work in a lot more divine order than it does. So keep that in mind. We'll do another footage from the orchard. I'm going to go find my husband, and I'll be back. God bless you guys. Keep the faith.